Knock Knock Chinese. Hi everyone, welcome back to Knock Knock Chinese. I'm Yani. Today we're going to talk about things that you need to know before learning Chinese. These tips are based on my personal language learning experience. There's no right or wrong. Please comment down below if you have any questions or you want add-on. First, I want to talk about is pronunciation. Pronunciation is the base of all languages. Practice and learn pronunciation before you start trying to learn Chinese. Also, don't try to figure out the hard grammar point before you can pronounce a word. That way, if you try to figure out the grammar and you don't know how to pronounce, you still can't talk to a Chinese person. I suggest after learning pronunciation, if you're not confident enough yet, you can start practicing communication or dialogue. That way, you can learn listening and speaking while there's easy grammar point in it, which you don't even have to learn, and you will know this is the right way to say. Second, I want to say is Chinese is a tone language. Probably will be different for most of your first languages. In Mandarin that we are going to learn, we have 4 different tones. It sounds like ah, 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 ah. Most of you are probably gonna ask me what's the difference between those 4 tones. I have to tell you there's a lot of difference. One sound have 4 different tones could mean totally different things. But when you first start, I would to say it correct is different than say it perfect. You don't have to say a tone or a word perfect to talk to a Chinese person. Even you make mistake when you first start, but you say the right sound, Chinese people could still understand you. Third, I want to talk about is practice. Try to use Chinese. Learn from daily life. A really good example is don't use your first language to think. Try to think in Chinese as much as possible. Take me as an example. When I start learning languages, I like to put sticky notes around, like on the fridge, on my bed, so I can learn different words in that language instead of using my first language. The fourth I want to talk about is making mistake. Don't be afraid of making mistake. We learn the language from making mistake. Just don't forget to correct them when you figure out it is a mistake. People won't laugh at you when you speak to a native Chinese speaker and you make a mistake. They will probably correct your mistake and say, "Good job, you're learning." The fifth I want to talk about is don't compare with others while learning languages. Everyone has their own strengths when learning languages. Take myself as an example. I'm always better listening and speaking than reading and writing in all language learning. So everyone have their own strength. Don't be afraid to learn with a friend, but don't compare. Number 6 I want to talk about is find a motivation to learn Chinese. Motivation is different than interest. You could say, I'm interested to learn Chinese, but you never start. You never have the motivation. So find the right motivation. It could be you want to start watching TV shows without subtitle. Or you want to contact your friend, your Chinese friend, in Chinese. Or you want to impress your family to sing a Chinese song. Those are all good motivations. For myself, as example for learning languages, can understand what other people are saying or in a show, I understand the whole sentence, is a really good motivation for me. I will be really happy when I understand what other people are saying in the language I'm learning. The last but not least I want to share is the purpose of learning a language will reach to communication. If you just learn how to read or you just learn how to listen, it's not the purpose. The total purpose is we want to talk to people, we want to share about our ideas, and we want to communicate. Of course, it's good to watch a TV show or watch a drama without subtitles, but you also want to communicate with your Chinese friend or make some new Chinese friend. Also, try to communicate. Don't be afraid to communicate. Alright, that's it for this video. If you have any questions or you want to mention something that I haven't mentioned in this video, please comment down below. Also subscribe and turn on the notification to not miss any video. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!